Why investing in Phuket in 2024 is a good idea. In this video, we're going to talk about 10 compelling reasons why you should consider investing in Phuket in 2024. If you're ready, let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nuno from Storm Real Estate Phuket. Welcome to Real Estate Happy Hour Episode 3. In this video, we're going to talk about some reasons why you should consider investing in Phuket in 2024. Before we get into the video, please subscribe to our channel so you're not going to miss any future videos. Phuket, such an amazing place, both for living and investing too. Phuket has some of the best beaches in the region. White sand beaches, turquoise waters, summer all year round, and amazing lifestyle. These are some of the main reasons why Phuket has been receiving so many tourists all around the world all year round. And that makes Phuket an incredible place to invest in real estate market. There are so many great holiday resorts in Southeast Asia. But considering all the factors, make Phuket #1 destination in Southeast Asia. Apart from its stunning beaches and its tropical climate, Phuket also offers many different lifestyle options for everyone. We're gonna get into all of these details in this video. Number 1, Phuket offers high rental return on investment. As I mentioned earlier, Phuket has been attracting so many tourists all around the world all year round. First of all, we need to understand the seasons in Phuket. Phuket has 3 main seasons. One of them is called low season, usually starts around April and finishes around November. During that time, Phuket receives so much rain, which is the monsoon season. During low season, the beaches are not so nice. The sea has so much wave, so swimming is not really an option. But that doesn't mean that you can take advantage of low season. Low season offering some incredible perks as well. As you may know, Thailand has one of the best cuisines in the world. And Phuket has some top-notch restaurants offering some incredible samples of Thai cuisine. During low season, you can check all those restaurants and make the most out of it. Also during low season, there are not too many tourists around and the traffic is not so bad. Some people actually enjoy low season a lot more than high season. During low season, hotels and Airbnbs offering low rates to their clients. So you can actually rent an amazing property for very affordable rates. The second season, which we call high season, usually starts around November and it ends in April. During this time, Phuket has stunning weather. It rains occasionally during this time, but usually is sunshine every day. And tourists know this is the time to visit Phuket. Therefore, Phuket receives so many tourists around this time. This is the perfect time for property owners to rent out their property to generate some decent income. Usually during high season, the rental rates are quite high. Third and the last season, which we call peak season. Peak season is usually between 15th of December goes until 15th of January. This time of the year, Phuket is absolutely packed. It's very difficult to find accommodation, let alone finding in reasonable rates. Since we identify the seasons in Phuket, let's talk about the rental return throughout the year. Usually, you should expect to receive somewhere between 5% to 12% out of your property throughout the year. You also need to think about the occupancy rates. In low season, you're probably not going to be able to rent out your property often and the rate's not going to be that high. Meanwhile, in high season, you're going to get some decent rates and occupancy rate going to go up as well. And of course, in peak season, you're going to make the most out of your property. But then again, you should expect between 5% to 12% throughout the year. Occasionally, Phuket has some trends attracting some certain tourist groups. Sometimes there are so many Chinese tourists keep coming to Phuket year after year. And sometimes you see a lot of Russian tourists coming, especially after this war going on between Russia and Ukraine. But these are just the occasional spikes in the market. Even if you don't take these into consideration, Phuket has been receiving so many tourists anyway. That's the reason I say you should expect between 5% goes up to 12%. Some years you're gonna get closer to 12%. Some years might be slow and you're gonna get closer to 5%. If you wanna go for conservative calculation, you might wanna consider 7% as a reasonable rate throughout your investments. So what are these percentages exactly? Let me explain. These percentages calculated from the purchase price of the property. Let's say you purchase a property for 10 million Thai baht. When I say you should expect 10% return on investment, that means you're going to generate about 1 million baht per year. When you calculate the return on investment on other countries, Phuket is looking pretty good. Even with the conservative calculation, you're going to end up receiving incredible return on your investment. Number 2, Phuket has so many projects offering guaranteed rental return. What does that mean? There are so many developers in Phuket building a new project to run it as a hotel once it's completed. And sometimes they work with the international hotel chains or they work with the local management companies. To make the investment attractive, they also offer guaranteed rental return. Usually they offer between 3% to 7% per year guaranteed rental return for their clients. And this term usually between 3 years goes up to 7 years. If you choose the right developer and right project, this can be actually a very good way of investing in Phuket. This is certain you can perform in the market way better than these numbers. But if you are new in the market in Phuket, you might want to take this route so you're going to minimize your risks. And usually these projects cut all the expenses and give their clients net return. It's definitely an option to consider. Number 3, capital appreciation. Don't forget, Phuket is an island. Therefore, land is limited. We get a lot of questions from our clients. Why should we choose Phuket? There are so many good options in places such as Pattaya and Bangkok. But don't forget, those places actually expanding year by year. Meanwhile, Phuket doesn't have that option. The land is limited and land prices go steadily up each year. Therefore, you should expect high capital gain when you buy property in Phuket. Number 4, high tourism demand. As I mentioned earlier, Phuket is one of the most touristic islands in Southeast Asia. Phuket has some competitors, but winning this race effortlessly. This is true that some places are more affordable than Phuket. But when you consider all the factors together, Phuket actually is the best place in Southeast Asia. When it comes to infrastructure, Phuket has some problems, but still is way better than its competitors and is constantly improving. So many things happening in Phuket every year. New restaurants, new investments, new shopping malls. Phuket is offering incredible lifestyle for everyone. And tourists know that. That's why Phuket has been receiving so much tourists throughout the year. When you compare Phuket to the other destination, I would suggest you to consider all these factors. Seasonal tourists are not sustainable. Like every places, Phuket has its ups and downs for sure. But on a minimum level, Phuket is still performing amazingly in the tourism market. Number 5, diverse investment options. There are so many people looking to invest in Phuket because all the reasons that I've been talking about. That's why in Phuket real estate market, there's everything for everyone. There are some CV properties, beachfront properties, low budget condos, high-end villas, hotel managed properties, reasonably priced townhouses, wide range of properties available in Phuket. To be able to make good residual income from your investment, you don't need to be a millionaire. With a modest $100,000, you can actually own a nice property and receive yearly income. Number 6, favorable tax incentives. Comparing the Western world, Thailand actually offers incredible tax incentives. And Thai government encourage investors to invest in some places such as Phuket, especially considering low income tax makes Phuket is a great place to invest. Number 7, professional management service. As I mentioned earlier, there are so many projects in Phuket managed by professional hotel chains. Let's talk about off-plan properties. Before the developers launch their projects, they get an agreement with the management company beforehand. So when you're buying an off-plan property, you actually know who's gonna manage this project when it's completed. There are some projects in Phuket announced to be managed by international hotel chains such as Radisson, Media, or Wyndham Group. Or some developers prefer to manage their projects by themselves. If you know who the developer is, this might be a good option as well. Having these options in hand makes Phuket is a great place to invest as well. Number 8, ongoing infrastructure development. Of course, not everything is perfect in Phuket. There are so many construction going on. Traffic can be horrendous at times. And Phuket has been dealing with some natural disasters such as flooding and landslides. But Thai government try to improve Phuket's infrastructure constantly. Unlike places like Bangkok or Bali, things are keep improving year by year. I personally been living in Phuket since 2006. And when I compare the first time I came here and now, there's a huge difference. Number 9, strong expat community. Phuket is gorgeous and everybody knows it. That's why so many people prefer to live in Phuket. Not only for investment, some people prefer to relocate to Phuket. Some would like to get retired here. Some would like to get a job and live here. And so many people working online, living in Phuket full time. As I said earlier, Phuket offers so many different lifestyle options. Phuket has great international hospitals, great international schools, incredible golf courses, top-notch boat marinas, so many amazing restaurants, shopping malls, and all kind of activities available for families. That's why you see so many expats living full-time in Phuket. So why is this one of the reasons why you should consider investing in Phuket? Renting out your property for short-term is not the only way to get the best out of your property. Short-term rentals can be a little bit headache. You need to find a management company to do the check-ins, check-outs, cleaning, maintenance. You can do it by yourself as well, but it's going to require a lot of work. Some people don't want to deal with this. They just want to rent out their property for long term, so they don't need to worry about any of these details. The return on your investment when you rent out your property for long term is a little bit lower than the short-term rentals. But Phuket attracting so many expats, making long-term rentals quite attractive. Number 10, emerging luxury market and upscale developments. So many high-end tourists and investors also want to get Phuket experience. There are so many incredible luxury developments happening in Phuket. Some high-end luxury apartments with ocean views, some beachfront properties, some luxury villas with big land plots. Everything is available in Phuket. And of course, these properties tend to offer higher rental return per year because their daily rental rates are higher than regular properties. These developments and properties also offer higher capital gain because these properties usually have some features that can be sea view, beachfront, big land plot, absolute luxury, or top quality finishing materials. All of these features make a property lasting longer in the market and make it more attractive even after years. If you ever been to Phuket once, you're gonna understand there are even more reasons why you should consider buying a property in Phuket. It is an incredible place with incredible investment opportunities and lifestyle options. It is such a joy to be able to get Phuket experience either as a tourist or as an investor. In this video, I try to talk about 10 main reasons why you should consider buying a property in Phuket for investment. If you have any questions, please comment down below and I'll get back to you. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching.